Here's a nostalgic journey through Charmed, where sisterhood, magic, and 1998 to 2006 TV charm collided. We'll revisit the original cast's on-screen roles, note their ages when they appeared, and catch up on where life and careers stand in 2025. Shannen Doherty, born in 1971 at Memphis, Tennessee, played Prue Halliwell, the eldest witch and photographer whose fierce protectiveness grounded the power of three. She joined Charmed in 1998 at 27 years old, commanding the early seasons with stoic strength and telekinesis. Off-screen, she became a resilient public figure, chronicling her health battle and connecting with fans through candid interviews and her Let's Be Clear podcast. Her final professional focus was on advocacy, storytelling, and inspiring others navigating illness. Shannen Doherty died in 2024 and was 53 years old, leaving behind a legacy of grit, honesty, and one of TV fantasy's most iconic big sisters. Holly Marie Combs, born in 1973 at San Diego, California, portrayed Piper Halliwell, the middle sister whose power to freeze and later blow up became a show staple. Starting in 1998, at age 24, she evolved Piper from shy chef to fierce matriarch, club owner, and devoted mother, balancing normalcy with supernatural chaos. After Charmed, she acted, produced, and in recent years co-hosts the popular House of Halliwell Rewatch podcast with castmates, appears at fan conventions, and advocates for animal welfare and family causes. Still beloved by the fandom, she engages online with behind-the-scenes memories and reunions. She is currently 51 years old, continuing to celebrate the show's legacy and her enduring bond with viewers. Alyssa Milano, born in 1972 at Brooklyn, New York, brought Phoebe Halliwell to life, the free-spirited empath with premonitions whose romantic arcs and moral dilemmas fueled many plot lines. She began Charmed in 1998 at 25, maturing Phoebe from rebellious seeker to confident columnist and heroine. Post-series, Alyssa stayed active in TV and film, launched a successful podcast and book projects, produced through her banner, and remained a high-profile advocate for women's rights and humanitarian causes as a UNICEF ambassador. She continues acting while leveraging social platforms for activism, fundraising, and community efforts, frequently reconnecting with Charmed fans. She is currently 52 years old, balancing entertainment work, advocacy, and family life with long-standing dedication. Rose McGowan, born in 1973 at Florence, Italy, stepped in as Paige Matthews, the half-sister Whitelighter, witch whose orbing and rebellious heart revitalized the power of three after Prue's exit. She joined in 2001 at 28 years old, crafting Paige's journey from outsider to confident guardian. After Charmed, Rose acted, authored the memoir Brave, and became an outspoken activist and speaker. In recent years, she relocated to Mexico, focusing on personal wellness, writing, and selective creative projects away from Hollywood's grind, while maintaining a direct rapport with supporters. She is currently 52 years old, continuing to champion personal autonomy, creative independence, and thoughtful engagement with fans, reflecting on her impactful genre work. Brian Krause, born in 1969 at El Toro, California, portrayed Leo Wyatt, the Whitelighter whose romance and marriage with Piper became the show's emotional heartbeat. He started in 1998 at 29 years old, evolving Leo from guardian angel to devoted husband and father, weathering elder duties, separations, and reunions. After Charmed, Brian kept steadily acting in indie films and TV guest roles, regularly meets fans at conventions, and co-hosts the House of Halliwell Rewatch podcast, sharing behind-the-scenes stories and cast camaraderie. He also supports charitable causes and participates in nostalgic reunions and panels celebrating the series' enduring appeal. He is currently 56 years old, active in fandom circles and continuing screen work with gratitude for loyal viewers. Julian McMahon, born in 1968 at Sydney, Australia, energized the series as Cole Turner, the conflicted half-demon DA, whose love story with Phoebe blended passion and peril. He joined in 2000 at 32 years old, crafting Cole's descent, redemption attempts, and unforgettable villain anti-hero arc. After Charmed, Julian led Nip Tuck, starred as Jess Lacroix on FBI, Most Wanted, and continues working across film and television while exploring producing opportunities. He remains a convention favorite, reflecting on Cole's complexity, and the character's lasting cultural footprint in supernatural TV romances. In 2025, he's linked to international projects and guest roles, keeping a dynamic screen presence. He is currently 57 years old, with a career defined by charismatic, layered roles that audiences revisit. Dorian Gregory, born in 1971 at Washington, D.C., played Inspector Darryl Morris, the grounded Speft Ali whose loyalty and courage gave the sisters a trusted human partner. He began in 1998 at 27 years old. Often bridging mortal law and magical mayhem with steady conscience and humor, post-Charmed Dorian hosted shows like Soul Train, pursued guest roles, stand-up, and voice work, and supported charitable efforts including epilepsy awareness and youth mentorship. He engages with fans at conventions and nostalgia panels, sharing set stories and the importance of stable, honorable characters in fantasy. He is currently 54 years old, continuing creative endeavors and community outreach while celebrating the show's enduring, intergenerational fan base. T.W. King Ted King, born in 1965 at Hollywood, California, originated Inspector Andy Trudeau, Prue's first love and the sisters' earliest police ally. He entered the series in 1998 at 33 years old, giving Andy a sincere, grounded presence as he navigated secrets and duty. After Charmed, King built an extensive daytime and primetime resume, including notable arcs on General Hospital and The Bold and the Bombhouse. In 2025, he continues recurring soap work and fan events, reflecting on early Charmed lore and the character's bittersweet arc. He is currently 60 years old, an industry veteran appreciated for bringing heart and realism to a world of witches, warlocks, and white lighters.